views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Arizona, Phoenix, this is Brother Mike back on the radio. Welcome to Filthy Fridays on HardcoreChristianity.com. Thank you for your time. Today's Bible study, Californication. California, today on Hardcore. Hey, please don't call anybody and tell them the radio program's on today. This one's kind of nasty. This is just an in-house program today between you and me. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the House of Healing in Central Phoenix in my 35th year as a counselor and my 15th year here on the radio in Maricopa County, Arizona. The website, HardcoreChristianity.com, has all of our services every week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All the services start at 7. All of them have preaching, teaching, healing, and deliverance. I teach on Tuesday and Friday nights. Kelly and Diane teach on Wednesday nights. That's our healing of your broken heart and inner healing service. Thursday night we have a physical healing service. The faith healers show up to preach and teach. On the website, you can join us on our Facebook page. You can join one of our 4 YouTube teaching channels. You can sign up for our next free seminar. You can hit the PayPal button again, by the way, and send us another donation. By the way, thank you so much for 2016. It was another record year for people being delivered from demons, for numbers of people that were physically healed at the House of Healing, and for donations. Every single year, our donation totals go up, thanks to you. And if you need a donation receipt for 2016, please send me an email. I'll be happy to send you one. Mike at Hardcore Christianity. Mike at Hardcore Christianity. Send me an email. Be happy to send you a receipt. Be sure and visit our sponsor on page 1 at the bottom of page 1 on the website, West USA Realty. When you sell your home, you can save money on commissions and fees. Californication. California is the most incredible state in the world. It's the most beautiful state in America. It's the most populous state. It's got everything. California has got everything, doesn't it? Over 30 million people live in California. There's only 20 million people living in Canada. California is bigger than everything and everybody. They have the best of everything in the world out in California. You name it, California has it, and it's the best. Most Arizonans vacation in California. The place is incredible. They also have the worst of everything in the United States and California, including the most ungodly, corrupt, perverted politicians making laws in Sacramento and in major cities all across California, this great state of California. That place is a fornication playground. Demons are virtually in complete command of California. The churches out there have been overwhelmed by sin from the very beginning. The Jesus movement started in Southern California. That was the hotbed of Christianity back in the 70s. Much of the charismatic renewal in the Catholic Church started in California. And of course, the devil overran it and slaughtered it. And here's how he's doing it. He is taking command of the politics of California. Did you hear about this one? Senate Bill 1322 was passed, and it now makes it legal. It now makes it legal for sex workers under the age of 18 to engage in prostitution in California. If a police officer sees a boy or girl soliciting sex for money and they are under the age of 18, they are not arrested and they can do nothing to them. Well, you can imagine what that brilliant law spawned, can't you? Well, yeah. Pimps are running out there. They're busing pimps into California in droves. They're flying in from other countries. They can't wait to get to California because if you're under the age of 18, you cannot be arrested for prostitution. So that means if the kids can't get arrested, they're not going to give up their pimp. They're not going to rat on anybody because A, they're under their control emotionally and psychologically and demonically, and B, they're full of fear, and C, there's no reason to give up their pimp or rat on anybody because they can't be arrested. They can't go to juvie. They can't be tried as an adult. Nothing. Can you imagine that? Pimps are running out there. They're jogging. They're flying. They're driving cars. Anything they can do to get out to California because the devil is in complete command of that crazy state. How about this one? Assemblyman Isidore Hall III authored Assembly Bill 1576. This person was a Democrat. And this piece of legislation expanded workplace protections for all adult film workers by requiring the use of condoms and other barrier protections during production shoots anywhere in California. Now that sounds like a pretty good bill, doesn't it? Why do we need that bill? Well, the porn business in the United States is estimated to be valued at approximately $11 billion. $6 billion of it comes out of California. California is the number one producer of pornography anywhere in the world. And it's a big business out there, as you can imagine. People work in production jobs, makeup, lighting, carpentry, transportation, food service, payroll, web design, the actors. I mean, it's big business in California. Well, the Free Speech Coalition, which represents the porn industry, disagreed with the bill. And they said they've fought against Measure B, which required the adult film performers to wear condoms during sex scenes. And because of that, the bill was passed in Los Angeles County, Measure B was, and everybody left LA County. So LA County lost all the revenue, tax revenue, they were getting from the porn industry because none of the film actors and none of the production companies wanted any of the actors to use condoms. 90% of the business moved out of LA County, where most of the film shoots were being produced. Can you imagine that? 500 adult film performers signed a petition opposing Assembly Bill 1576 because they didn't want to have to wear condoms. In addition, the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center, the AIDS Project in Los Angeles, and many other groups opposed the bill because it required mandatory HIV testing. Oh, friends, when the demons are in complete command of a state, what I'm telling you today, to them, makes sense. It makes sense to them. Nothing makes sense every September in San Francisco, does it? The Folsom Street Fair, an entire weekend of sadomasochistic celebration of the bondage industry and the leather subculture. In September, people try to hide their children. They try to hide the women and children. It's inconceivable. And the rest of the country actually doesn't know about this celebration. It's very much like the state fair here in Maricopa County every October. But it's all sex, public displays of intercourse, anal intercourse, booths of sadomasochistic bondage, whippings, beatings, parades of total nudity, lesbians, gays, bisexuals, serial adulterers. It's a massive celebration of alcohol, drugs. It's inconceivable. Every September, they have this incredible leather celebration. It's the third largest single-day outdoor spectator event in the state. It's the world's largest leather event in the entire world. Public spanking. I mean, shocking levels of perversion that would have made the people of Sodom and Gomorrah go, hey, man, you guys are perverted. Wow, tone that down, will you? People in Sodom and Gomorrah would move out of there. Nudity, beatings, group sex, public masturbation, paid for in part by the taxpayers. And the police literally stand by and watch it and provide security. Several of the booths every year are anti-religious, mocking Jesus Christ, Christians, the Last Supper, naked homosexuals, men wearing leather, women pretend to be the 12 apostles, carrying sex toys in place of bread and wine for the Last Supper. They wear animal costumes. They mimic sex with animals. It's the most staggering level of perversion anywhere in the United States. I mean, people living in New Orleans and Las Vegas are going, wow, you guys need to tone it down. Nobody can believe the level of perversion. Romans chapter 1 says that God gave them up to their vile affections because they knew the judgment of God. They do the same things and they have pleasure in others that do the same things. And in the last days, Paul said in 2 Timothy 3, men shall be lovers of their own selves. They will be covetous. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, he said, evil men and seducers will wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Here's the bad news. What comes out of California sweeps east. May God help us.
The views expressed on the preceding program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program has been sponsored by Michael W. Smith.